What's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Carolina Hurricanes franchise mode. So in last episode we had the off season, and then basically off camera I did the entire preseason. Like, we watched every single game, and we actually went 7-0. The first preseason game was pretty nice. I watched that one. Logan Brown had like 2 goals, and like Kapanen had a goal. Ulanov only let in 1 goal on his own, so like the team played really well during the preseason. I don't know if that's going to continue into the actual regular season, but if for some reason we're way below 500 at the deadline, I am going to be trading away probably Justin Falk, just because if you look at our defensive core, if you guys don't remember, I don't really remember either, because like I haven't recorded an episode in almost a month. So so we got to give more time to Jake Bean, and then if Gordon Gibbons grows better, we want to give him more ice time as well. So I am probably going to try and trade away Justin Falk, and then we might be able to move Slavin up, and then Fleury could play with Bean for now or something like that. And then eventually I might want to trade away Jacob Slavin just because he's older and he still has like 2 years left after this year. So we'll see how this plays out. And yeah, hopefully we could simulate decently and make it back to the playoffs. If for some reason we don't, like I said, I feel like we could go back into a rebuild stage a bit, maybe get some nice prospects and see how our team plays out. Okay, so let's go 1 month at a time. So when I haven't been recording this Carolina GM mode, I've actually been playing a Dallas GM mode offline, so I might get mixed up with players' names and stuff like that just because I haven't really had my mindset in the Carolina GM mode so far. But oh well. There's a nice 7-2 win over the Calgary Flames. The thing is, I'm going to have to deal with morale here, and I didn't have to with my Dallas GM mode, so it might be a bit different. So Julian Gauthier has injured himself of a pulled groin till October the 26th. Okay, that's not too long term, but still, it's a big injury to take. So we'll move Matt Calvert up. And who do we have for depth again? I think Louis Turinen, right? Yeah, Louis Turinen could play pretty much every single position on there, so we'll just put him in. And yeah, that should be good. So we are 4-2 to start the season. Can we beat Columbus? Yes, we can. Hopefully Bjorkstrand and Calvert came through. So who was it? Gauthier is back, so go Louis Turinen. And that should be good. And yeah, there we go. Let's see if we could continue to win some games here early in the season. We're getting offered Hinestroza, Kurdeals, and a 6 for our second and third. I don't feel comfortable moving those picks just yet because for all I know we could be like a bottom 6 team, bottom 5 team. So I'd rather just wait till the deadline before making moves like that. And besides, I don't know where we would slot those guys in and all that sort of stuff if we could afford them. So we are 8-4 in our first month. Let's just go 1 more month before we take a look at the player stats, just because 1 month isn't really that much hockey. It's only 12 games so far. And there's another win over the Rangers. Can we beat the Jets? Scouting assignment. What do we even want to scout? Because we have a lot of good prospects, if I remember correctly, and we have a defenseman that's already minimally right wingers. Let's just go forwards, because we could always replace people like Julian Gauthier and Nicholas Wall and whatnot down below on the bottom 6. So there's another win over Chicago, and Kasperi Kapanen has been injured with a sore shoulder, so that's actually not long term either. That's only a couple weeks maybe. So we will move Adrian Kempe is more offensively minded, I think. If I remember looking at his stats properly, we'll put Fogle up, and then we will put Louis Turinen in this spot instead. So there you go. There's another win, 11-5-1. Pretty decent. But I have a feeling our second half of the season might not be as good, because you know how you always play good for like a big stretch of the season, and then all of a sudden you lose like 8 games in a row or something. So where are you? There he is, Kapanen. So I was also watching 2BC's live stream a couple days ago, or on the weekend or something like that, and he said to look more at the advanced analytics in terms of who you want to sign and stuff like that, like how much shots they take, how much giveaways to takeaways, all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna try and start doing that more often, so then we could find better players and maybe have a better simulation. Just because it seemed to work for him, even though he won one Stanley Cup only. Okay, so he went 16-7-1. That's pretty solid. Let's see. No, wow, Bjorkstrand 19 points. I didn't expect him to simulate that well. I know he's an 83, but still, that's pretty decent. So he is leading the way currently. Hannafin's got 16 points. Aho's got 14. Slavin 14. Tervainen, etc. Everybody seems to be producing right now. The worst point man is Lustrainen, who's got 2 points in 3 games. Plus minus, who's playing bad in plus minus. It's only 4 players currently that are minus. And that is the 4th line, it looks like, and Hayden Fleury for some reason. That's kind of weird that Hayden Fleury's minus, because usually he's always a plus. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. And let's check the AHL for now. Point wise, not plus minus wise. So Barrett Hayton, 22 points. I don't know if this guy is gonna grow because he seems to be capping off at like this 77, 78 range, which kind of sucks. Stelio Matthews, 21 points. Stephen Malone, that's one of our prospects. He's up to a 76. Rod Fritz is up to a 76. Erzberg, 73. I don't remember what overall some of these guys were. Whitmore was a league guy, 71. He's slowly growing. Arvidsson, 72. Okay, pretty good. Oh yeah, Brian Ward, I remember him. We just drafted this guy, 67. And goalies, LaFontaine is just killing it still in the minors. And Svenstein actually, oh yeah, I forgot I signed him. He's 6-1 so far in the AHL. Still 68 overall, so hopefully he gets a big jump of growth this year. Okay, so let's get into the another 2 months of the season, and then we could check the player stats again or something at the deadline. I don't know how long this episode is going to be. I might want to go the entire season in this episode, just because that way if we do make the playoffs, you guys could see the playoffs already for next episode. Like I said, I want to kind of get like this GM mode, like a big portion of it done before I end the series. That way I could like just simulate maybe a couple years and then do a recap video like I always do for my GM modes. Okay, so we are 19-9-1. There's another loss. Yeah, see, this month isn't been as good. 3 losses already in it. We're getting offered Alex Iafallo in a 6th for our 3rd. Who's our 4th line center currently even? Let's just check. Iafallo is not a bad player, and he's not that old either, I don't think. I think he's like 28. He would have to replace Nicholas Wall, and I don't know if Nicholas Wall would get pissed off with ice time. See, Nicholas Wall also has actually 1 year left on his deal. We could actually try and flip Nicholas Wall instead if we want to upgrade it. Well, actually, Iafallo is like the exact same type of thing, and probably worse defensively. No, they're like the exact same type of players, so it's not even really worth it. I don't see why I would do that. Okay, so yeah, a couple more losses in shootouts and in regulation. Scouting assignment, let's go to... We already went to the WHL, let's go to the QMJHL for forwards for 6 weeks. Game against Toronto, nice 5-0 shutout win. Game against LA, another win. Yeah, our team is still simulating pretty decently. I just don't know how we're gonna play in the playoffs if like I don't make the trade. Like I want to trade away Justin Falk and then like maybe get back a good center prospect, because he's probably got a decent amount of trade value, I assume. Because well, he's 30 something by now, I think, but still he should have a decent amount of trade value. I could have probably put him on the block at the start of the season and see what offers I got. Let's just take a look. I think I only signed him on a 1 year extension during the off season. He's got a big chunk of trade value, 1 year left. See, that's why I want to move him, kind of. Like, I feel it would be beneficial to people like Jake Bean if I let him go, because Bean's not growing at all. And normally he does if he gets like top 4 minutes, I think. Yeah, maybe I'll just edit my trading block for like this last like 2 months or whatever, and just see if we could get any offers for, any offers for him. I'm not necessarily going to trade him just because, like, we need him at least if we're making the playoffs. But if for some reason like we lose a lot of games, I want to like deal him and maybe get a good prospect out of it. So let's just put him on there for now. And our current first, I don't really want to have that on there. What else could I throw on here just for the sake of it? Who else has 1 year left? That is a bit older. Noah Hannafin I would need to get back for sure. So yeah, Falk's going no matter what this year, I think. Tara Vinen is somebody that could also potentially go. He's got a good chunk of trade value if we're going in rebuild stage. Let's just put those 2 guys and see if we get any offers. Okay, so let's continue with the simulation. We got, I think, like just under 2 months before the deadline. I don't know how long this episode is going because I have to keep recording with OBS, which is kind of annoying because, like my dad, when he's here, then I don't get to go on my Xbox really because he's like either playing like Fallout 4 or something. So I can't actually record when he's here. So 27, 12, and 4 so far. Yeah, we're just killing it right now. Like, I don't even know if we need to make those moves. Unless for some reason we just drop like 10 games in a row. This team is simulating pretty decently. I don't know why. Because there's nothing really special about our team. And that is not good. Our leading point man, Oliver Bjorkstrand, has been injured with a sore foot till the end of the month. At least it's not that long term. So we will move Kapanen up. And then we'll move Kempe. Yeah, because Kempe is better offensively than Goche. We'll put Fogel here. And then in this spot, we'll put Louis Reinen. I know that's going to give Louis Reinen like power play time and whatnot. But Louis Reinen's been solid when he's been depth guy. He's got great shooting too. So, and then 3-on-3 as well. I guess I'll just throw in Louis Reinen for now. Since he's a good shooter, maybe he could get a couple good game-winning goals. I don't know. So there you go. Game against the San Jose Sharks is another win. And Bjorkstrand is back. Wow, that was only 1 game. All that line changes just for 1 game. It's kind of annoying when that happens. Okay, so Bjorkstrand, jump back into the lineup. And then we'll move you like that. And then we'll move you like that. And move you back to the first line. Game against Arizona. Oh, that is not good. We're going to have to rely on Ulanov. Well, Ulanov isn't he actually our starter? I don't even know. But anyways, Alexander Nedeljkovic has been injured with post-concussion syndrome, and he won't be back till April the 29th, which is the playoffs, if we are making the playoffs. So, Ulanov, you got to simulate well, buddy. And then I guess we'll have to call up LaFontaine, even though he does go through waivers. Yeah, because I'm not calling up at 68, and if we are making the playoffs, so LaFontaine, you're coming up. If we have to send LaFontaine back down and he gets claimed, I'm okay with it, kind of, just because we have already like a couple good goalie prospects. So, well, we got Ulanov and we got Steen, so it's not the biggest issue, even though LaFontaine plays really well. So there you go, and he's up to an 80 again. See, whenever he jumps to the NHL, he seems to grow. And then in backup, we will put in Salmonen, I think. Yeah, we'll just put in Salmonen. So there you go. Hopefully that helps us out. Ulanov being the starter, because I know Ulanov, he had a solid first couple seasons. I think he's played 2 seasons now. Can't remember. So let's scout in the United States. So we're getting offered a 4th, Antoine Roussel a 5th for our 3rd and 5th. So we're just getting basically a bottom 6 guy, but 2 years left. I don't really think that's worth it for Roussel. I don't know how old he is at this stage, probably in his 30s. So we are 33, 14, and 4. I don't know how we're simulating so well, but we're still playing good, even without Nedeljkovic. Hopefully Ulanov could keep it up. Wow, okay, this is an interesting offer. Ooh, wow. Kevin Fiala and Ryan Johansson for Teravainen, a first and a third. I have never seen an offer like that. Let me take a look at this. So Kevin Fiala still making money for 2 years. He's probably getting pissed off with his ice time. That's why he's listed as a second liner and 79 overall. And then Ryan Johansson also probably getting pissed off with ice time. And 3 years though. I don't like those contracts, how long term they are though. Because like I want to be able to have enough cap space. Like I feel like they should be able to retain salary. Like if there was a 1 year deal for both these guys left, I would probably do it. But the first round picks I think for next year as well actually. So it's kind of risky doing that because I feel like we're gonna drop off soon. So I don't think I'm gonna do that deal, even though it was an interesting offer because two good players that probably are like actually like 84, 85s. It would have been a good deal to do. So Victor Rask has been injured with a sore shoulder. Damn, these injuries till February the 14th or 13th. So that's only a couple days again. So Nikas could come up, and Waugh, you could go here, and Louis Rynan, since you could play center, you could play there as well. That's what I like about Louis Rynan. He's got like, he could play on the left side, he could play center, or he could probably play right side, even though he's not right-handed. Game against Dallas is lost. Okay, yeah, we've lost 3 games in a row, but 2 of them are in extra time. Here probably comes to losing streak. There's an OT win, and Victor Rask is already back. So once again, I'm going to have to quickly make these line changes. I'm sorry about all this micromanaging, guys. I'm probably just going to end the episode at the deadline or something like that again. But I will probably pre-record the next episode, so you guys won't be able to chime in with stuff. But it's because, like I said, I don't know when I could record and when I can't. So Yakupov and Kerfoot. That's another interesting offer. Yakupov has 2 years left though, and Kerfoot only has 1 year left. So, Yakupov 84 overall. That's pretty solid. But like, who would I have to scratch on my right side? And Kerfoot, I'd have to probably scratch Waugh again. I know Kerfoot is an upgrade really, so yeah, our right side is a little weak actually. Like Yakupov could play first line minutes, and we could scratch Calvert. Calvert is, he's been okay. I feel like I want to do this deal, but like giving up our first for next year is a bit risky. Kerfoot. Yeah, Kerfoot's a bit of an upgrade as well. 28 years of age. He's decent defensively as well. But he's listed as a third liner, is it? Yeah, third liner. I'd have to put down somebody like Nikas. So I'm not going to do that deal just because, like I said, I don't want to give up a pick for next year because I feel like we're on the brink of going back into like a rebuilding stage. Henrik Sedin's on waivers. No, thank you. He'd be a decent depth center, but still. Tanner Pearson for a first and a third, no thank you. Some of these offers are pretty good, but some of them are like stuff I would not take. Like I just don't want to deal future first round picks unless I know for sure we're going to be a contender. So now they're offering us Fiala and Johansson just for Teravainen in 2 seconds, which is a pretty solid offer. Like there's no first involved. So Fiala would replace Teravainen in his spot, and then Johansson would probably be up on the first line instead of who's on our first line center even. Sorry for looking at all these trades, guys. I just don't know if I want to do stuff like this. Like the salary wise, I don't want to be paying these guys for the next 3 years total, or 5 total years, whatever you want to call it, 3 years. I'd have to put like Brown down to the second line if that happened. He's still listed as a third liner. That could help our center depth. I'm not gonna do this trade still. I just don't feel like, I don't know. Trading for 2 guys with that much salary cap does not feel right. Yakupov for a first and a third. No, I don't want to give up a first for Yakupov. Considering he was a first overall bust. First and the fourth for Fiala and Johansson. No, thank you. Some of these offers are really good, but like I said, I just don't think I would ever take any of them. And we are on a 3-game winning streak now, 39, 16, and 6. Damn, do we have a President's Trophy chance? Hurdle and Smith Pelly for Teravainen in second. Holy crap, these are interesting offers. Both these guys have 1 year left as well. So Thomas Hurdle would be a first liner on our team. How's he producing? Pretty good. And then we get Devontae Smith-Pelly, who could just like be a depth guy on our team, even though he's listed as a 4th liner. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this one. Teravainen, though. How has Teravainen been? He's been solid. And where do we even have Teravainen on our team? Do we have him at center? But I feel like Hurdle's gonna want more money after this year. These guys are like the same age too. The same overall. One's just a center sniper, one's a left wing playmaker. How good is Hurdle's face off? 76. Teravainen 77. You know, I'm just going to leave that deal for now, but if you guys think that's a deal I should do, let me know down below in the comments as well. I might not pre-record another episode. I might just wait till I have a chance to record another episode, but let me know what you guys think we should do in regards to that. Well, actually, I might pre-record next episode anyways. Just because I don't know if I'll be able to get another chance to record for like the next week or whatever. So we're getting offered Yakupov and Kerfoot again, and a 4th for our 1st and 2nd next year. No thank you. Okay, so 39, 17, and 7 here at the deadline. I'm probably going to end this episode here, but I'll show you guys the player stats and whatnot first, and then we'll take a look at the trading block, see if there's anything that meets our needs for the playoffs, because I feel like we're not going to miss the playoffs now. So Bjorkstrand, Aho, nicely done, guys. A lot of good producers on this team right now. Who's the lowest guy? Is Lewis Ryan still, but everybody's got at least 10 points. Not bad. Plus minus wise, we got 3 minus players and 2 guys that are just +0 or even, I should say. Goalies, LaFontaine's been solid, but Ulanov, not the greatest. 11, 9, and 4. 927 save percentage, though, and a 2.2 goals against average. And yeah, we're definitely just missing Nick Jelkovic because 27, 7, and 3. He was killing it before that injury. Once he comes back, he'll help us probably win a cup if we get a chance. Because I don't know if he simulates really that well in the playoffs. So, in the AHL, okay. Is there any good growth from any of our guys? Whitmore was up to a 72. Arvidsson, 78. Holy crap. He's listed as a top 6 defenseman. So I think I do have to move a defenseman out and call him up. And then he could play in the playoffs with us and whatnot. Because this guy's already 20 years of age and he's already listed as a top 6. I don't want him playing in the minors now. His defensive stats are good too, so I might have to call him up for next episode. So that is that, and oh yeah, I still had to check Svenstein, but whatever. I'll check that in the what is it called, the progress report screen. And first, let's just check the trading block. See if there's anything that could help us out in a playoff run. Okay, so Larson and Noel, no. Reichel and Emerson, Crawford, Krug, and Shen, Wilson and Stone, Brody, Dillon, and Backlund. Looks like still like a lot of older guys. There is definitely people that could help us out. I just don't know if we want to trade for them or what. Bear. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of veteran presence on the block. Also some younger guys. I'll probably have to check afterwards to see if there's anything I could do. Any good deals. Yeah, Thomas Hurdle's still a pretty interesting offer. Hannakainen. Okay, so that is everybody on the block. I don't know if I'm gonna make a move in next episode or what. And let's just take a look at our progress reports finally and see who is growing, like to see if Steen has grown at all. As we know, Arvidsson has in the system. Yeah, Arvidsson, I'm pretty sure I'm going to call him up for next episode. And let's see. Okay, so not a lot of growth from those guys. And goalies, come on, please, Steen be up to a 70. He's still a 68. I'm getting kind of worried about Steen that he's not growing that well. But maybe during the off season he'll have more growth than he did during the regular season. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, that is going to do it, guys, for this episode of our Carolina Hurricanes franchise mode. So next episode, we'll have the trade deadline and sim out the remainder of the season and probably get to the playoffs for year number 5. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.